Let's start with a introspection. And the question that I would like all of you all to think about is, are you thinking that this online meetings that we are talking about, is it something that will pass and we'll get back to our old self before we had it, what we had in before COVID? Or are you the type of person who thinks that online meetings is not only our immediate past, but our current and our future? I strongly believe this is what we will be experiencing going forward. And what makes me an authority to speak on this subject? For the last 1 year, I have been working hard to help others become competent in online meetings. As attributed by my previous speaker, my friend, DTM Murali, who said that he became a star Zoomer. I'm also a certified trainer, but this is not my day job. My day job is I am a head of IT in Al Sayer Group, a large company in Kuwait. And as an IT person, I've always felt and I always believed that work from home is more productive than working from office. And even before pandemic, I used to encourage my employees, as long as you deliver, I don't care where you work from. But we live in a society, especially in the Middle East, where the employers want to see you in the office. But then in March 2020, the COVID happened and we had no choice. We had to work from office. Most of the back office, whether it was finance, HR, whether it was IT, all of these tasks were forced to be done from home. And you know what happened? People started doing it. And people started producing more. Personally, for me, when I was running the projects for my company, I could see that the projects were getting completed ahead of schedule. Tickets were getting resolved faster. So when I see statistics like this, which says that those who work from home are 47% more productive, I believe this without any hesitation. Maybe the number might be more or less depending upon the industry, but just think about it. The fact of going to the office, in the traffic, spending hour, maybe more, and then doing the same thing to come back home, this drains our energy. Just reaching office, you're already 50% below your energy level. And why do we need to be in office? Or whatever we need to do, all we need is a computer, a connection to our enterprise system, and we can do the work from home. And so this is what's happening right now. Look at this report from Google. Google recently announced that it sees that its future is all about hybrid meeting. Hybrid work, where 60% of its employees are expected to work from office some of the days, not every day. 20% will focus on opening new offices and 20% will work entirely from home. And it's up to the employees to decide what they want to do. You want to work from home? It's okay. You want to come a few days to office? You are welcome to do that. And why shouldn't Google do that? Because they have seen that they are getting more productivity. Today itself, I was reading about Microsoft. Within a period of 18 months, in the last 18 months, it was a 1 trillion company. Today, it has reached 2 trillion company, double the growth. It's unimaginable when you talk about companies in IT and specifically back office. What about this? Deloitte just last week announced that all of its 20,000 employees from UK can work from home forever. And this is an audit firm Sometimes they do need to meet face to face, but think about the millions this company is going to save, because Deloitte is one of the top 4 audit firms, and they spend millions on renting out expensive places for their employees. Now, they don't have to do that. So this is no longer a game. This is no longer going backwards. It's all forward now. People have realized it, and companies have realized it, that the jobs that we thought had to be done from office, especially the back office jobs, don't have to be done from office. And you get more productivity if you do from home, or if you outsource them to another country where you can get it done cheaper. This is going to be our future, my friends. And to be effective in this, what is it that we need to do? Even I'll tell you, when it comes to front office work, like sales people who want to meet customers, as IT, we are already launching projects that will create virtual showrooms. We sell cars. So in another year, we expect a customer doesn't have to visit a showroom to buy a car. He will log in from his computer. He will get a virtual showroom. There will be a salesman there, but that salesman might as well be sitting in his home, guiding the customer, showing the features of the car virtually, and maybe even taking a test drive virtually. We see this happening now. So all of us need to equip ourselves, like my friend DTM Murali did. He was in that same situation. Many of us still are. We do connect. We know how to come to Zoom, but to reach that level that he's talking about, my suggestion is just 3 simple steps. And this is not something that I am asking you to spend money on, but it's the way we think about online meetings. And what are those 3 steps to be effective? First is to be connected to the internet. And I'm sure all of you who are in this meeting are already connected to the internet. But in this day and age, we want to be thinking of connection as a basic necessity of life. That means you should invest in the best possible connection that you can get. And I remember DTM Murali, when he was in Kuwait, he told me, Kaju, what do I need to do? I said, you need a 5G. Next day, he ran to and bought a 5G router. Then he had to go to India. By the way, the router is now being used by my wife as a second router in a home. Thank you, Murali. The second thing is to be heard. And this, in my opinion, is so important that we must pay attention to how we speak. It's not about your language or your accent, but that whatever message you are speaking should be clearly heard by the other person. And you noticed, Murali, what was he doing? He was wearing a headset. And the whole objective was to bring the microphone as close to his mouth as possible. Your laptop microphone, my friends, is not meant for today's era. If you are still using your laptop microphone, go to the supermarket, even if it is for 2 KD or 5 BD or whatever, get a USB headset, and like how Murali had, bring the microphone as close to your mouth as possible. And as you can see, I have a giant microphone right next to my mouth because I want you all to hear my voice clearly. Trust me, in real life, I don't sound as good, but because this microphone is going through a mixer and I'm adjusting some volumes here and there, hopefully I sound good to you right now. And finally, be seen. It is very natural for us when we log into an online meeting, immediately switching off our camera and then maybe multitasking. It's natural for us. But in a workplace, this can't happen because your managers, especially, they will feel offended when they can't see you, that you're not paying attention to what they're saying. So be in that mindset that when you're in a meeting, that you will switch on a camera and you will be part of the communication that is happening. Follow the simple steps and you will be part of this future that is predominantly online from now onwards. It's coming. All I can say is be connected, be heard, and be seen. Back to you, Rashid, Master of Ceremony.